Hello and welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you to my subscribers and to the people that are taking the time to ask questions. As you can see, I have no problem answering them for you, and I'll do it as quickly as I can. I do understand, like I said, this is a community where we really have to help each other. It's no one out here holding our hands. It's no real education out here for us. We have to figure it out on our own. So I'm here to help you all in the best way that I can. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to videos, and I'm going to continue to provide them for you. Now, today we're going to discuss a rate con. Now, rate con is just short for rate confirmation. Now, what happens is you go on a load board, you see a load that you want for your owner-operator, and you call that freight broker to start to negotiate on behalf of your owner-operator. Once you do this and you all agree upon numbers and terms, the broker will send you over something called a rate con. Once you get a rate con, the only thing there to do is to pick up the load and drop it off. So the rate con is the confirmation that you got to go. Now, what the rate con is an agreement, and it is a legally binding agreement between the broker and the owner-operator. Now, it is your job as the dispatcher to make sure that everything on that rate con matches what you discussed on that telephone or via email with that broker. Understand that these brokers talk to hundreds of people per day, and they can mess up. They can get something wrong. So it's your job, after you get off that phone and you get that rate con, you look at that rate con and you look at it carefully. You make sure the mileage matches up with what you talked about. You make sure that the pay matches up with what you talked about. The terms match up, the equipment match up, everything, the destination. You have to carefully read that rate con because, like I said, that's a legally binding contract. And once you send it over to your owner operator and they sign it, that's what it is. They agreed to do whatever is on that paper. And you want to make sure that it matches what you talked about on the phone, even the detention rate, all of the information. So make sure it matches. If it does, you send it right over to your owner operator. There are people that give dispatchers a bad name because they don't send the rate con over to the owner operator. Why wouldn't you want to send the rate con over to the owner operator? The only reason would be if you're not being transparent about what you agreed upon with that load. So it's your job as the dispatcher. Look at the rate con, make sure all the terms and information match what you all agreed on. If it does, you send it over to your owner operator. They sign it, and now the ball is going. Now, the only thing they have to do is pick up the load and drop it off. So that explains the rate con. That explains your part in this with the rate con. It's also how you're going to get paid because it has to be submitted to the factoring companies. If your owner operator is using one, you would submit that rate con over as your invoice, and they'll know what was agreed upon beforehand before dispersing your payment. So I hope this answers your questions about rate cons and rate confirmations, what they are, what they represent, what your job is to do with them. If you have any questions like all the other videos, please put the questions down in the comments section and I'll be able to go through and answer them for you. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video or to these videos, and I will keep coming with all things logistics. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to continue to educate yourself on all things logistics, please like, share, and subscribe. And also remember, with all things logistics, you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself. I'll see you next time.